Hey everybody, it's Frankie Day Models. Okay, from Overcast Cold Saturday for you, I have video number 4 for my Revell 1/32 scale Heinkel 111. Okay guys, last night I had a live stream on this thing as I put her clothes on. This is video 4 of the build. I bought this thing about 15 years ago, just now starting to get it all finished up. And I got a few things to do on this thing. I got no wash, I'm out of wash, so I wasn't put a nice wash on this thing. But I got other ways to do a little weathering on the thing. We use an airbrush. So I got some pastels I'll probably be using on this thing also as well. Anyway, all I got to do is weathering on this thing, add the propellers. I got to put the transparency on here where the bombardier bubble's at. Also, I've got a wind reflector with clear transparency that fits behind the dorsal turret. And I got the bombs I got to add on there too. They fit pretty snugly in the bomb bay. I've already test fitted them a dozen times, see if they fit well. So 100% of the painting is all done. This thing, just finish it up, get it all done. Now, I'm not too certain if Revell makes this anymore. I think it's less doubtful that they do. Just like all model companies nowadays, except Trumpeter. They only make so many of them, and they call it quits, go to something else. There's only 3 places to know where you want to get this kit at. You decide to get one of these things. There's a place on the internet called Kit Detective. I don't know who runs the outfit though, but they got pretty much anything you need. You'll pay the price, I'll tell you that. This guy goes by blue book value of the kit. He don't give you no good breaks like you do on eBay or a hobby shop does. So if the kit's extinct, they'll make no more. The price goes up. But most certainly you'll find them on eBay. So if you can't find them on eBay, stay tuned to eBay. Because time by time they will pop out once in a while. And also kit collectors. We go to the model conventions. They got these vendors out there who collect all these kits and they sell them. So be sure that's only 3 sources I know where you buy these at. Unless you live in the United Kingdom somewhere, Germany or England or somewhere out there, you know, they got wonderful hobby shops out there, and they probably find them there too. I bought this at Smitty's Hobby Shop about 15 years ago. It cost me $70. That was a lot of money back then. And goes together very well, no fuss, no muss. Be sure to follow the instructions. As for the novice and the faint-hearted who want to attack this kit, they shouldn't have too much difficulty. Just pay special attention to instructions and study them before you get started on them. Because they're tricky. And there's a lot of painting and subassembly work done on this thing. So you won't miss out on that. As to the aftermarket parts, they're out there. But believe me, they give you up this kit, you don't have to worry about getting aftermarket kits. The kit's options. You got all kinds of options on it. I got this as the Battle of Britain version. It's I'm not too sure if it's the P model, but well, let me find out what it is, what model this thing is. But it does give you parts for the P model. This is the H6 model. Kit came out 2013, so that's about right. Bought the thing about 15 years ago. This is the H6 model. But there's parts there to make the P model, the Battle of Britain. The decals, I don't know about that. That's how research comes in. Anyway, this is the P model. Comes with a torpedo too, 2 torpedoes. And they got an external pack too. They don't use it, they fit over the bomb bay doors. So I got the bomb bay doors presented. You'll see it as I show you the model. The Heinkel was made by Ernst Heinkel. By spring of 1936, he came out with a design. It was intended as an airliner. The Heinkel went through a few modifications to her complete total state as she is now as the Heinkel bomber. Before she had a cockpit up here. Now where the cockpit's at now, the big old greenhouse they have, was a lot more shallower. It had a bombardier greenhouse there in the front. It looked like that of a Soviet, looked like a Soviet bomber. The engines were kind of, they had Hansa engines, they used 2 of them. They're very underpowered, and they found the airplane could not sustain weight value doing 100% rate of power on the small 2 Hansa engines that they used. Then they went to Daimler-Benz motors, what they were used on Messerschmitts, and they were very successful. The airplane was known as the Blitz bomber. It went to almost 300 miles an hour. That's pretty fast for a twin-engine bomber. But it was too heavy and used up a lot of fuel. So Ernst Heinkel, they went over there, the draftsmen, the engineers, decided to conclusively use the UMO engines they had in it. Given an airspeed of 222 miles an hour, which was fast. During the Spanish War they had, Spanish Civil War, it anticipated in. They had a few of the Heinkels too that were lend-lease from Germany, and they used them there on their side as Germany used them too. And they were very fast compared to the aircraft that they had. They had biplane fighters and high-wing parasol type planes like the Polish fighter. And of course, 222 miles an hour opposed to something like 90 to 100 miles an hour is pretty fast. But the speed was superseded during the Battle of Britain, is when these things were taken down massively by Hurricanes and Spitfires that went speeds of 300, almost 400 miles an hour. They were fast. The only downfall about the Heinkel bomber is that the lack of armor that it had. Imagine, if you will, if you take a look at the greenhouse of this thing, it wasn't very much armor protection area. It was just all transparency. You had 3 people, it had a crew of 5 people. You had 3 people in the front. You had a bombardier, and you probably had a bombardier and a navigator, who actually that was sat next to the pilot. You notice the Heinkels kind of ask you how the cockpit was designed. That way, the pilot has more center control, more visibility of the handling and maneuverability of the aircraft. Another downfall that it had too was getting out of them. If they get shot up, they had a hell of you couldn't get out. They were death traps. So Germany's Germany's Widowmaker 2 they had. Okay, well, get the camera a little closer a little bit and we'll talk about it and we'll show you the model. It's all masked down. This trick he put on this whole greenhouse, it fits pretty good. It does. I put it in with 5 minutes of epoxy on there. I don't want to use no super glue on it or regular glue because it'll glaze the glazings of the window. So I mix them a batch using 2 parts of this epoxy. I mix a little up in a small cup and brush on around there where it hooks up to, and just keep it there hanging on there until it dries. Came out very good. Complete this model. I gotta add the bubble on here, or the bombardier bubble. Take the maskings off, add the propellers. I gotta paint the exhaust baffles on here. I got Lang light to put on here. I got the bombs to install in the bomb bay. And back here where the dorsal turret's at, there's a transparency right here. It's not ready to install yet because I got some more painting to do on this thing, which fits like that. These slide back and forth on the real one. I made the turtle deck removable so you can see the inside of it. And it's awful tight in there. There's the interior. You got the bomb rack right there. You got a bulkhead here with a door. This is what I'm talking about. You got another bulkhead here with a door goes to the pilot compartment. And the bombardier and also the flight engineer, I guess, or observer, whatever he was doing back there. The thing only has one yoke. That's the pilot. He has control of the aircraft. Imagine you get out of this thing. You have to go through the door, straddle to the bomb bay, come out this door, and over here to the gondola. Now, while here, all the way getting to Heinkel's right through here. It opens up. You come through here. You go through the doorway, straddle through the bomb bay. There's a catwalk there. Go through this bulkhead and get into there. So anything getting shot up ready to crash, it's very difficult getting out of here. Crawl through the bomb bay, go through two bulkheads, then go through the gondola. These guys probably have no problem getting out. They just open up the gondola, they just drop out like a bomb. There's the bomb base. The bomb is installed nose first and the fins are out. So when they drop, they turn as they drop. You see them on movies. They are weird how it works, but it's the design of the airplane. I take this tripod back. Excuse me, guys. I don't mean to juggle this thing around like this. And in light of the subject, this is a good model. I'm thanking Revell. Done that on purpose so people can take that, you can take that turtle deck off and see inside there. I'm gonna tighten up this leg here, guys. This thing is giving me a fuss. I've been threatening to throw away this tripod for a long time. You see the pre-shading in on it. I don't want to go through there. This stuff there is for the pre-shading. Then I'm going to weather it out and tone these greens out a little bit and give it a little weathering. Add a little exhaust stains on here on the exhaust. And like I showed you a while ago, this transparency goes on like this. It slides all the way to here as far as it goes. Before we used to have it as retractable like a manna cover comes across here, but they got rid of that. So it serves its purpose as a wind deflector. Then they can have more control of the turret. They can be able to slide this out more. This real nice model, guys. I really enjoyed this thing. It's big, so you gotta have kind of a good space to put this at. The flaps, they work. Stabilizers, they work. Of course, the fed works. Props spin. I haven't got the props on yet. They're painted, ready for installation. I got to airbrush the suspenders and pop them in. They'll be all done. And once the thing's all weathered up, all nicely done, I'm going to remove the maskings out. Lastly, I'll take all the maskings off the windows here. Then I'll go ahead and she's done. Ready for the final reveal. I'm going to hang her up next to that B36 I have up here. This is the first time I worked on a plastic model in a long time. I mean, I've been too busy working on model ships, wood and paper. This Heinkel's over there, gray primed plastic, after I primed it, screaming at me, finish me up, finish me up. I finished her up. I should have this thing done by tonight, and tomorrow will be the final reveal for this, so be quite certain to watch the final reveal on this. Like I said, if you want to get one of these things, I suggest the 3 places for sure where you get them at: eBay, Kit Detective, or you can find them at a kit vendor when you take your models to a model show you go to.